do it anyways. All right, waiting for a few people to jump on. Jeez, man, that's where I straight. You guys do it. How did you do it? All right. um. Let me see. Get some paper. I got some questions. So today, I was gonna go over a couple things. Man, that ring light is crazy bright. So I wear glasses, so unfortunately, man, it makes it really hard for me to kind of do the cool stuff that I watch a lot of other people do. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. If you guys have have an answer to how people with glasses that need them, not that are trying to do them so they can adjust. If you guys have an answer for that, man, I would love to know like how to do that. Like I have people that help me do stuff, but this is one of those ones where sometimes I just want to talk to people. I just want to answer questions. And one of the biggest challenges I have are setup. So I know like it's annoying to look at my own glasses and these things, but I did it anyways. I said I was going to do this because, you know, some people that I talk to, they have questions about investing and about real estate, how we find deals, what it's like to invest, like how much money you need, how to get started investing, or how to get started finding your own deals. And I wanted to kind of help a few people with that if you had any questions. So I know one of the things that we're getting ready to start doing, or I have been doing it, was talking to investors more, people that have money, they want to get started investing in real estate, especially now, right? The biggest question is not only how do I get started, but how do I know the right deal to invest in? You know, one of the things that I like to share with my investors all the time is like, number one thing you have to focus on is not to lose money. Like preserve your capital. Like you work really hard for your money. I do too. Like I've worked really hard for any deal that I've ever got where we've made a profit on that deal. And my biggest fear is losing my money, right? So like I respect money. I'm extremely disciplined with money, and it doesn't matter whose money it is, my money, your money, my investors' money, and my partner's money. I'm always disciplined with that. So number one thing that I tell people that are trying to get started is don't lose money, right? So as you start to take a look at any investment, those are going to always be, let's see, that's going to always be one of the questions that we have. You know, like how you know, people hear me say preserve capital. How do you preserve capital? Well, number one, if your money's in a bank or you're in some risky investment, those are one of the bigger things I tell people. Just get your money out of those risky investments. So like when we look at real estate deals, we look at properties, and I know this is annoying, guys. I mean, it's annoying for me too because I got to stare at it. But I look at multifamily properties; they are already cash flowing when we look to close them. Like every deal I've never bought. Well, I did. I bought one deal in 2007. Hey, how's it going, man? I bought one deal in 2007. This was years ago when I was getting started. Who walked outside my window? Nobody. I don't know, that's a yard back there. That's my backyard. So they shouldn't walk behind they shouldn't be walking back there. So, but the thing that I did was I did what everybody else did when they got started back in the day when they were getting started in multifamily is I looked for like, you know, a property that needed a bunch of work. And I got a property, I lived in Hawaii at the time. This was one of my deals. And if you guys have ever watched any podcasts I was on, I'm talking about to protect your capital. I got into a deal. It was a seller finance 40 unit deal. Yeah, I do. I live in a gated community, so nobody walks back there again. So, but like I got into this deal and it was a rehab deal. It was 40 units. It was in Ohio. It was in Cincinnati. No, Cleveland. I'm sorry. Cleveland, Ohio. I went to Cincinnati a lot. So, but man, I got into that deal and I shouldn't have. Like, as a matter of fact, a lot of my buddies that own a lot of multifamily at the time was telling me like, Vic, you don't have to buy this deal. Get something that makes more sense. But I really wanted to get involved. I was doing smaller apartments And that was at the time was probably a bigger deal for me. So I got into that deal. I put a lot of money into that deal, and I was further away from the property, and we lost on that deal. Like I said, good, man. Hopefully I can help you guys. So, so we lost money on that deal, and I had to file for bankruptcy. This was in 2007 or so, and I learned a lot from that deal. Number one, don't buy a bad deal. Like, it needs to make money when it closes, because if you buy or you invest your money in a multifamily property that doesn't make money, then you have to make the money. So a lot of people out there that want to invest money. Now we're talking about like how do you get started investing money. You can do deals. I can help people do that. I got courses on that too. I mean, we don't push the courses because we've been focused at Bell Capital on helping investors invest money and giving them a return. But people do ask, like, how do you get started investing money? So that was one of them. Invest your money in something that's making money already. Like, that is a real investment. Put money someplace, it multiplies for you, and it starts making you money. That's number one. Number two, the property I got was not in the best market. It wasn't in the best neighborhood. So a lot of times, and you guys are going to see it a lot coming up here soon, some of the easiest deals to get into when you first get started, people have been taught to get like a bad property, fix it up, and hopefully turn around and make money. That's if you're trying to make money. But when we're talking about protecting capital and making investments, if you take a look at the people who actually, you know, and I'm talking about the big guys, Warren Buffett, Steve Schwarzman, all these people who invest capital, invest on other people's behalves, you can start seeing they don't do those type of transactions. They don't invest their investors' money or their money in those hard to do deals, right? They're always doing good deals. So that said, the capital preservation, if you're going to preserve cap, is that backwards? Oh, no, man. But like when you're looking to preserve capital, man, that's the number one thing. It's like, don't lose your money. If you're going to take your money out of the bank and move it into an investment, that money should always be there. So, and then like we said, that's number one. Number two is it's got a cash flow, right? All the deals I did after that, they cash flowed after I closed on them. Like, we didn't have to figure out how we were going to make the mortgage, how we were going to structure the deals. They already made money. That was huge for me to go off and do those things, right? I'm live. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's my wife. Hey. So, so the second thing about when you're getting started investing, you want to look at something. Number one, you protect your money. You don't want to lose it. Number two, you want to have cash flow coming in, and it should cash flow from the start. Like, even these bigger deals that we look at, hey, how's it going? That's cool. Hey, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you. Like I said, I do real estate. My name is Victor. I run Bell Capital. So thanks for joining tonight. And I'm looking forward to, hopefully you constantly come back, man. Hopefully you become one of the people that I talk to all the time about this stuff. It's about real estate. 414. My eyes are bad, guys, so you know. So when you see me looking and straining, I used to fight professionally in MMA, and I had a retinal detachment in this eye, and I had to get this one attached. So this one I can't see good out of, very, you know, like when I'm reading and looking close, especially at the camera on the phone. And this one's kind of strained, especially with that ring light banging me in the face. So, like I was talking about, and the next thing is the cash flow. You got to get the cash flow going on in your deals. Like, and whether you do stuff with us or you do stuff on your own, like, that's the number one thing when you're investing money or you're trying to get into the real estate stuff that a lot of people talk about. Now, your cash flow, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. But cash flow is important. So, and I'm just sharing with you guys what I look for when we're looking for deals over at Bell Capital, how we look for that, because, you know, we have investors and things like that. Number three thing is appreciation. So, yeah, number three thing is appreciation. And we're not talking about, like, when I'm looking at apartment buildings or commercial property, it's based on the income of the properties, based on the rental income and what's left over. So as long as we think over time, and we invest long term, so anywhere from 7 to 10 years, especially for multifamily, bigger deals, you want to have those deals. You want to be patient. These are an investment. They're not get rich quick stuff. So like when I deal with, you know, when I'm looking at a deal, I'm like, man, I want to be in this deal for a long time. Now, am I going to be in it forever? Probably not. I look at a deal where if I can refinance in 3-5 years and take out our money, then we do, and then we keep the deal, right? Because we taking out our money, we're not at risk. Like we said, we preserved our money. But I need to know that if we raise the rent, the value of that apartment building or the apartment complex or whatever it is that we're dealing with is going to go up for me and my investors. So we don't, number one, don't lose money. Number two, can we continue to multiply the money that we had in it? If we don't have any more money in it, then that's an infinite return, right? And number four, the tax benefits. So number four thing, tax benefits. I hope that's not backwards, man. That's crazy. If it is, I'll fix it later, guys. But it's the tax benefits. Like when we're dealing with real estate, we can tend to, we can depreciate the multifamily properties, especially if it's 5 units or more. Most of the stuff we look at is 100, 150 units. We looked at a 480 unit this past week, things like that for our fund. But it doesn't matter whether it's a big property or it's a small property, you still get the tax benefits. So those tax benefits, you get to write off the cash flow that you get in. If the tax benefits are big enough, you get to offset the income that you got from that. So as an investor, not only are you're protecting your initial money, your cash flow, you're actually getting more cash flow. So let's say you invest 100 grand and you're making like 5 grand a year, right? So, but if you get the tax benefits towards you don't have to pay taxes. Let's say you get to write off, you get the tax benefits and all the income, the cash flow may come to you tax free all year, right? Getting $5,000 that doesn't get taxed is the same as getting $7,000, right? Because typically, depending on how much money you make or what tax bracket you're in, you may get charged 40%, right, of like all of your income. So if you're getting an additional 5 grand from something and it costs you $2,000 in taxes, that's like getting almost $2,000 for free, right, over your 5. So that's one of the things that I enjoy about real estate, because I get the benefit to take a look at my tax benefits, right? So those are the main things I look at. Number one, don't lose my money or my investors' money. Like, it doesn't matter whose money it is, don't lose it. When you're talking about money, right? We're not talking about the old way of thinking about investments. Like, it's not some people like to ask me about those things, but I think long term. Number two is the cash flow. Like we said, number two is the cash flow. Number three is the appreciation. And number four is the tax benefits. That's what I'm looking at when I'm investing. And whenever you guys are looking at any deals too, the goal is for you guys also to take a look at it from that perspective. So if you guys ever have any questions, I'm going to start doing lives a lot more. Hopefully, I'm probably going to do them on nights like tonight, Tuesday nights. We did a Zoom earlier for investors, and I think we're going to be doing some other stuff on Instagram Live as well. So love to connect with you guys. If you guys get the opportunity and you can be on any of the lives and you have any questions, feel free. Please reach out to me, man. I want to talk to you guys. I really do. I like talking to you. I like talking to people. Like, I didn't go to the office tonight. We had some other stuff going on and I wanted to be home, but I'm still committed to kind of doing these things. I want to do them with you guys. So if you guys have questions, let me know. If you are interested in finding out more about what we do, go to bell-capital.com. That's our site. If you are interested in talking to anybody on my team about possibly investing your particular situation, maybe you have an IRA and you're like, hey, how do I actually transfer my IRA? How do I invest through my IRA and I can do all that stuff without penalty? That is, we have a team, and we also have our preferred partners that we deal with, which is Preferred Trust Company. They can help you do all that stuff and get you started. I'm here to help. We're here for any information you got. Even if you have deals that you're looking at that you want to share, and I can help kind of like just be some extra eyeballs on the way that I pick deals with deals that you may have, I would love to connect with you on those things, or even call brokers or whatever. I'm willing to do that. I like that stuff, man. I really do. And share this, and I would love to talk to you. So let me know if I can help with anything. You guys have a great night tonight. Let's talk soon, man. Let's go. Oh yeah, subscribe to the channel. If you're cruising and you see this, I would love to have you guys be a part of what I'm doing, because I'm always putting out new stuff, and I want to make sure to put out stuff that you guys want or answer your questions and go from there. All right, you guys have a great night tonight. Let's go.